Hello Vault Heads, this is the self-proclaimed, sarcastically named Captain KeyForge, also known as PJ Broughton of the Steel City Snufflegators. And welcome back to some more KOTE 9 coverage. This time it is round 6 against Slethys of the French Imp. So that's who I've got this week. Okay, so yes, you can see the deck there. That is a 79 SAS Worlds Collide deck. To see 79 SAS Worlds Collide with Brobnar is quite a surprise. There's lots of good stuff elsewhere with double head eyes, neutron shark, triple information exchange, double cutthroat research. You've got forging an alliance to drop key costs when you want it in Star Alliance, red alert for some good creature control, which against the volume of creatures I've got is probably going to pay off for him. 79 SAS against 69 SAS, that is certainly quite a decent difference between the two. So yeah, quite a difference there. We've both gone for his deck, as you can see. So I'm just going through the chains with you, so you can see the chain bidding. Okay, so I've bid 3 there. He's bid 4. I've bid 5. And then just seeing if he's gonna go to 6. He's actually gone to 7. So now it's like, do I want 8 or not? And I'll be honest with you, I just think that 8 possibly might have been too much. My deck can be very bursty when it wants to be. So yeah, I just thought that was going to be too much there. I've passed it to him, and I'm hoping that my deck is going to be fast enough to get away with it. So he's gone into Brobnar and he's played a Grope to begin with. He's passed it back to me. I mean, you can see that is a decent Untamed to begin with. I don't particularly want to raise the tide just yet. It'd be nice if I could raise the tide by playing a card. But it wouldn't be the end of the world if I had to. My opponent's gone back into Brobnar and they've played Shattered Throne. Obviously they've got the Grope down. They've played Cowfine as well. They're just deciding whether they're going to put that on the right or the left. There we go. They put it on my right. Again, deciding what to do with the Grope. They've reaped with the Grope. That makes sense. So, I mean, the science is not great. It just makes sense to either go back into Sanctum or to play down that Untamed and game some Amber. I've put down the Staunch Knight because I have got a better board presence and better board strength, and if I get outboarded early on, it could end up costing me a game later. Especially when red alerts come. So I've gone back into Santa, put down the Staunch Knight, read with Larry the Lake, fought with Badge Magus, which has let me use the Larry the Lake again and the Staunch Knight again. I've left him with just the Groke, and then I've passed the turn back to him. So he's gone into Logos, used Thorium Plasmate, which has moved the Badge Magus and destroyed it. Okay, so I played down the Chelonia, played down the Old Paddy, played down the Miliobe, played down the Mollymawk and destroy the Shattered Throne. Past the turn. I mean, that was a good burst for me, and I've got a decent board. The red alert is unfortunate, but I did say it was likely to do me some damage because of the volume of creatures that I've got and also the power level of them. But yeah, I mean, on turn 4, when I've got such a big board out, that's come at a good time for my opponent there. That's well played to play as well with getting it. Then they've played Quintrino Flux, and as you can see, they're still on 3 chains at the moment as well. That's destroyed everything. Then they played Lieutenant Kakar. Played Stealth Mode to stop any actions. And then pass the turn to me. I mean, really got to be looking at the logos there. Don't particularly want to throw down the Chelonia with no other creatures. So yeah, obviously that's gone back to them now. So they played Star Alliance again. They've with Lieutenant Kakar. Then they've used Kakar's blaster to ward Lieutenant Kakar. Got themselves to check as well. Playing Explorova as a creature. Obviously that's taunt protected. My Kakar, and then they've passed the turn to me in check. They've still got 1 chain. I mean, obviously I can doorstep to get them off. Play the Cleansing Wave, I'll play the Seneschal Sargassy. It's a shame I can't get to check there, but so be it. And now they've shed the chains, and to be honest, we're level. I mean, maybe if it wasn't for the Red Alert or the Quintrino Flux, I would have had a massive reap turn. And the chains would have been of benefit, but at the moment the chains haven't made that much difference. I mean, my opponent's gone back into Brobnar, they've discarded Volcano, they've played Berserker Slam, they've played Smith. I mean, again, the Smith, bearing in mind how many creatures I've got, and to get the bonus of that, because the sort of creature control has been coming at the right time, the Smith's been coming at the right time. That's, again, it's coming out in a good order for them, but to be, you know, I mean, to be now be 1 key ahead, 3 amber to 5, with so many chains as well, they've done well. But yes, the Red Alert Quintrino Flux, where getting them so early with so many chains, has prevented me making a good profit out of my opponent having that many chains. So they've gone into Star Alliance this turn. They've used Explorova to reap with Explorova. They've reaped with Kakar. Obviously they've got the blaster on there, so they're deciding what to blast. There we go. They've chosen to deal 2 damage to something, dealt 2 damage to Infomorph. Then they've put down a Cloaking Dongle onto Explorova and passed the turn to me. Got in check again. I mean, that's fortunate for me that the Think Twice is there and I can doorstep, plus I can then sort of go back into my logos, get a bit of amber on the board with the logos. They've gone into logos themselves. I mean, the Cutthroat Research is not going to trigger, but they have got Edeyes, they have got information exchanges. They've got 3 information exchanges, they've got 2 Edeyes. I mean, I can only think they haven't got an Edeye there, otherwise they might have been better Edeyeing me and waiting for me to get higher. But there you go, there's one of the information exchanges. Have they got another one of the 2 that remain? Yes, they have. There's Neutron Shark as well, which will kill at least one of my creatures, maybe two. I mean, again, the Explorovers not massively important, so they may decide to get rid of the Explorover and the Neutron Shark. Probably not going to get rid of Kakar, but they've decided to sacrifice the ward on Kakar to get rid of my Seneschal Sargasso. Then they've got rid of the Neutron Shark to get rid of the Infomorph, and it's also discarded the remaining information exchange. So I'll say this, I think with the exception of the Edays now, they might actually be out of amber. Well, no, there's another cutthroat research, but at the moment I can't seem to just get anywhere, because again, now I'm starting to dominate the board again, and they've got next to no creature control left because they got it all early when they needed it. And yeah, I could actually start to do some stuff with my board, with the creatures on my board, but I'm too far behind now, really, that it's not going to make that much difference. I mean, we have still got the Edays to come, so I can either gain 3 amber off logos and possibly get hit with information exchange, or I can gain a similar amount with Untamed, or I can just go into the Sanctum creatures and put myself in check. Like I say, they've still got a cutthroat research left, and we haven't seen the Edays yet, so they are going to come out at some stage. So they've gone into logos, they've played Tauta Vapors, draw a card, archive a card. Obviously looking for either the Edai or the cutthroat research, or both, which would take me off check again. There's Edai. Obviously that's going to increase cost by 2. There's the other Edai. So that increases key cost by 6, so that takes me off check there. I mean, I will be able to earn a lot of amber, and I'll be able to get rid of one of the Edais if I go into Untamed, but I will be giving them the easy cutthroat research, obviously, which is not particularly what you want to do, but again, I'm so far behind, I need to get some amber on the board, and I need to get back into this game. So I'm afraid it's going to be giving them the cheap, easy cutthroat research, which will obviously put them in check. I mean, they ain't getting me off this key. To be honest, it'd be better leaving that Eday in place and letting me forge this key, because if they don't, I'm almost back in the game. But again, I'm not really, because they get to the check and I'm sort of done for. So yeah, there we go, there's the cutthroat research I mentioned. Steal 2, game 1, get to check for the 3rd key, and just reap with Edai, well, fight Chelonia, keep it on the board because of the elusive, pass back to me. Obviously I forge the easy one. Like we say, if we could have got that board down earlier, or if the red alert hadn't come down when they got it. I mean, look at this board now. I just absolutely reckon reap. I'd be, key. I would key, but pretty much the red alert and the Quintrino Flux when they came is what did that. If I'd got the key when they did the information exchange the first time, that would have helped, but as a team there we won 2 of the 3 games, which is nice. So we did win the round, and we will move on to the next round and see how we get on there. So thank you for watching, appreciate it. Feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, comment. You can support me on Patreon to help me with deck openings or tokens for subscribers, Patreon, stuff like that. And may the Forge be with you.